The James Webb Telescope is the most advanced imaging system humanity has for capturing images of deep space. The latest infrared image found in the IC5332 galaxy is all its webbed glory. The unprecedented image left scientists in shock after a decade of barely being able to see the galaxy through the Hubble Space Telescope. Stay tuned to find out more about the spiral galaxy. Firstly, the latest look at the spiral galaxy. The magnificent spiral galaxy, located 29 million light-years from Earth, was captured in stunning clarity in a recent image from NASA's James Webb Space Telescope. The galaxy's bones, which became hidden by dust, normally are clearly visible. Also known as IC5332, the galaxy is around 66,000 light-years across and is about one-third the size of the Milky Way. According to a statement from the European Space Agency, IC5332 is particularly noteworthy for being nearly perfectly in line with Earth, allowing us to observe the symmetrical sweep of its spiral arms. The Webb telescope took the picture using its mid-infrared instrument, also known as MIRI. This is probably the most important tool the observatory has for surveying the cosmos. MIRI is sensitive to light on mid-infrared wavelengths, which is a type of wavelength that telescopes outside of Earth's atmosphere can only observe. Though it's not only like we've never seen the galaxy before, using its wide-field camera 3, the Hubble Space Telescope previously showing the galaxy in ultraviolet and visible light in contrast to the Webb image, which depicts more of a continuous tangle of structures that mirror the shape of the spinal arms. The new image exhibited dark patches and appeared to split the spinal arms. A side-by-side examination of the images reveals the variation to be due to the galaxy's dusty regions. Due to interstellar dusty ability to scatter ultraviolet and visible light, locations that are dust-rich appear darker in Hubble's view. The ability of Webb to detect infrared light allows it to see through interstellar dust. Together, these two views of the same galaxy provided a clearer picture of its infrastructure structure. Up next, how is the telescope made to function? Because things that radiate heat can generate their own infrared light and distort an image, all of Webb's equipment must be kept extremely cold in order to operate, only 7 degrees Celsius above absolute zero. The MIRI instrument is maintained at minus 447 degrees Fahrenheit, but with such extreme instructions, they were bound to run into some setbacks. The Webb team is investigating a problem with one of MIRI's 4 observational modes as they try to figure out what's going wrong. Medium resolution spectroscopy showed that appeared to be increased friction while being set up for scientific observation. According to a post from NASA, this device is essentially a grading wheel that enables scientists to choose between short, medium, and longer wavelengths when making observations using the MRS mode. The Webb team has halted observations for this mode while they decided how to proceed. Webb's equipment and MIRI's other 3 observation modes are all functioning normally, though. The launch of the $10 billion Space Observatory last December provided it with enough fuel to continue taking amazing pictures for almost 20 years. The Space Observatory's huge mirror can view faint and far-off galaxies and has the potential to improve our comprehension of the universe's beginnings. When compared to previous telescopes, the observatory's capacity to uncover completely undiscovered features of the cosmos, such as the births of stars hidden in dust from millennia ago. This week we saw the launch of an international crew of astronauts to the International Space Station by SpaceX and NASA. More on why has the James Webb Telescope become such a wonder? What you have to understand is the James Webb is the first infrared telescope, which has everyone so excited and frankly terrified. So what makes the new telescope so important? Basically infrared wavelengths that allow scientists to see the first galaxies and stars forming since the Big Bang. The light from the pictures has taken about 250 million years to reach us, so we're literally looking into the past. It's almost like having a time machine at your disposal. No wonder NASA's been dealing with nearly 12,000 proposals from aspiring scientists to use the new space-age technology. The images coming in are things humans would never have imagined seeing, and even things that we have now look on totally differently. We can finally look through all the gas clouds blocking our sight because of the infrared. Lastly, what could these images mean for the future? Right now you're probably thinking, so what? We've already seen space before so many times, right? And you are right, this isn't the first time we're getting to see any of these discoveries, but with the new images we're doing, it is something completely new. The telescope is being used to observe the galaxies we already have discovered and have access to scientists to be able to answer many important questions. It will help us in understanding how galaxies galaxies form and a timeline for how long it has taken, the biggest question is just how many scientific and religious questions could be answered. Right now, the biggest aim that scientists have is to use this new and amazing technology and find habitable environments or even find biological life around us. As soon as they discovered enough water for oceans, we could be looking at a new era for all of us, economies on Earth could be fixed, and maybe we'll buy ourselves enough time to reverse the effects of global warming. Truly, this feels like we're finally entering the start of some scientific fiction movie, discovering new stars and new species. One of the main reasons scientists are looking for water is that, theoretically, the hydrogen could be separated from the oxygen and be turned into really powerful rocket fuel for space exploration, so these plants would basically be turned into huge gas stations for humanity. In other related news, starting off with the filter JWST images use. X-ray technologies improved 4 of the first photographs from NASA's newest observatory and is of scientifically significant quality. Even though JWST is the most potent space telescope ever created, it won't study the universe alone. In fact, it might work best in combination with other instruments. According to a NASA release, new features that were not apparent to JWST alone are revealed in the first photos and have been upgraded with Chandra X-ray data. The JWST scan of these galaxies showed features that astronomers have never seen before, particularly the effects of their interactions like gas tails and bursts of energetic star formation. When combined with data from Chandra and NASA's defunct Spitzer Space Telescope, the analysis of Stephan's quintet revealed an unknown shockwave scorching gas to tens of millions of degrees on any scale. This shockwave is being produced by one of the galaxies tearing through the others at a pace of roughly 2 million miles per hour. Moving on, new information on the moon. The scientifically accepted idea has been the moon was formed over a period of tens to hundreds of years by a giant planet that smashed into Earth billions of years ago. This planet may have been the size of Mars. According to a study by the Astrophysical Journal Letters, the moon might have formed in a single quick collision, a significant portion of the newborn Earth, and the material from its impactor was flung into a broad orbit only in a couple of hours. If accurate, the study, which focuses on hundreds of extremely high-resolution computer models of such a collision, may help scientists answer the question of why the lunar crust resembles the Earth so perfectly. It also offers possible explanations for the moon's tilt and thin outer layer. Cosmetologists are eager to piece together that happened in order to explain an important turning point in Earth's evaluation as well as to fill the history of the moon. Finishing off with NASA's attack on asteroids. An asteroid purposely struck by NASA's DART probe had created a path of debris that stretched out thousands of kilometers. An incredible image of a comet-like jet spreading behind the enormous rock was caught by a telescope in Chile. To see if potentially dangerous asteroids could be removed out of the way, the probe itself crashed, potentially becoming the world's greatest kamikaze pilot. The test success is affected, and the asteroid's trajectory is being determined by scientists currently. 2 days after the crash, Chilean scientists captured the incredible image by utilizing the Southern Astrophysical Research Telescope to capture the extensive track. It has a diameter of more than 10,000 kilometers and is predicted to continue to grow until it disappears entirely. It resembles other space dust that is drifting around it. According to NASA specialists, the debris trail would be observed throughout the ensuing weeks and months. The probe purposefully collided with the asteroid during the $325 million DART mission, destroying the spacecraft. Before scientists can say for sure whether the experiment was successful, they have to run several deep space tests. But that's a wrap for this video, my friends. What did you think of the latest detailed image of the spiral galaxy? And how important is JWST going to be for humanity's history? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more just like it. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.